All right, I just get so excited. It's hard to contain myself. I've just got off a call with a client, and we have been working together for 1 year, like literally to the day, like 2 days different. And on this, so she's been on this journey. When she first came to me, she was really searching around for what she is meant to do in the world. She had not long since she had left her marriage, and she was literally like, should I sign up for this course? Should I do this thing, this training? And like, I've got to do this thing. Or I used to be a masseuse. Maybe I'm supposed to be doing body work again. Or, maybe another version of that. Like searching around with her mind, trying to find the direction, because purpose is just this amazing, life-giving, joy-giving knowing inside of the seed that you have within that is finally being expressed in the world. Because ultimately the greatest desire of any of it, whether it's with your work, with being in relationship, you think you want the thing, right? Like you think you want the money. You're like, I'm doing this because I want the money, or I need to find my partner, right? So she's been in this real journey of thinking, she's like, I've got to, like, is it him? Is it him? Is it him? Trying to like find her man, like find her person. And ultimately, when we dig underneath, we like listen a little deeper, there's these other words that might start popping in, which are, I want to be in my expression. When I was with this person, I felt more like me, like my true self, to the point where my face even changed. And honestly, it's so incredible because just a few months ago, she started to dance again. And she hadn't been able to dance. She used to dance when she was young, when she was a child, and then she got chronic fatigue, and she ended up stopping, right? And she just sort of like forgot about it, right? Just forgot. And this amazing thing has happened now where she is doing the thing that she said to me today. Dance is who I am. And it was like, boom. And all the tears and all the things and all the chaos around, like trying to find her man and all the stuff, like, say, boom, like back into the timeline of being in her, like the journey of being expressed and being like living her truest essence, her nature. So this has been 1 full year of somatics. So through that journey, to get to this point where she is able to open to that and is like following instinct and like ending up in the right places, and didn't leap into the training, right? We held that energy, that desire of wanting to just do, to fix the uncomfortableness inside, right? And letting the mind lead. There's something so much more true that happens for you when you decondition yourself from that mind-based action and you start to follow these impulses, and magic and synchronicities start to happen, like beyond magic. Like she's ended up in a small town in New Zealand and having a teacher who's teaching a specific type of dance, who is also a mindfulness, brings in mindfulness and does this whole, like it's a very spiritual teaching. It's like everything, and it resonates so deeply with her soul, and it couldn't be more perfect, right? And that is what happens with synchronicities when you become aligned with your truest being, and then magic starts to drop in, and like your job is to not deny yourself the truth and to keep trying to be sensible and use your mind. and to be in commitment to this within. And it's not an easy path, right? Because that survival self that is looking for security needs money, it needs, like, it wants love, it wants this, and it pulls you around, is part of your being that also needs love too, right? It's not like we are going to get to a point where it's not part of who we are, because it is. It's an aspect of your being, and it needs love and compassion and, like, not judging. And then through this love, that part can settle, and your deeper wisdom and expression can come to the surface. And God, it just like excites me so much. And I am literally opening up a 9-month journey, which might actually end up being a year, because I was feeling this, like, oh yeah, maybe we need a whole year, this whole year of like holding that energy of the impulse from the survival nature that wants to go and like just do something because it feels this uncomfortableness of the in-between, and like it keeps on feeling stuck in this gap, and actually coming into the truest expression of your soul. And the beauty of somatics. So I am a somatics lover, like it has my heart. And I've been learning and studying for 11 years now with somatics, and it's like I'm like one of the pioneers of a modality that people are only just now starting to actually know anything about. In New Zealand, like, it's minuscule. In America, there's more people, it's a more common word, but in New Zealand it's like, what? But really, somatics is what it is. It's a path of healing trauma, and it's a path of reconnecting with the deepest parts of who you are, and like that mind-body connection. But ultimately, like, the journey of healing trauma, right, it's valid, like it's a necessary part of our journey, is to do that soul retrieval, those parts that have been split off, buried, numbed out, disconnected from. But ultimately what we're doing, like, you come there for that healing, but ultimately what happens, the thing that is like, is you connect with your essential nature, with your true self, with the capital S. This self is way beyond the physical form. This is you connecting with the multi-dimensionality of your being, with your fucking immense energy field that goes into like all of the cosmos, with the part of you that is like past lives was the daughter of a dragon. It's connecting with this immense power and part of your being that is like on a divine soul-led mission of expression, and is on a mission of love, and is able to overcome the sabotage, the self-sabotage, the things are not following through, the opportunities that come and then don't come to fruition, like, all these things that, like, as you're on your way and you're like, holy fuck, I know I'm supposed to be doing this incredible big project, but what the hell keeps happening? So somatics helps you clear the path, like clear all the debris, open one gate at a time, which is important, right? Because we don't want to blow out your system. We're not looking for like a full, like, I'm just living in my essential nature all at once, like full fucking dragon earth being like self, like that is like amazing to touch in on. But we also need, it's like a one step at a time. That's like the juiciness of like, oh, like now I'm more myself. And we clear all the debris along the way that allows you to then bring dreams to fruition, which allows you to then see this magic happening and unfolding before your eyes and living these synchronicities and this, like opening to the magic, like knowing when the right people turning up. They're like, yeah, that's part of my path. Yeah, that's part of my path. And you're not blocking it, cock blocking it, eh? You could think of it's like you're not like putting something up that's stopping that happening. I find it really interesting that my hair today keeps falling over my right eye, because the left eye is believed to be the portal to the soul. And when we sit in eye gaze with another, we want to look into left eye to left eye. You'll see that the right eye feels different. It feels like closed. And I find it really, really interesting that as I'm in this soul to soul dialogue with your being today, that my right eye is naturally sheltering itself so that you can have the opportunity to look with me soul to soul. And how interesting that we have the Black Madonna, the Mary Magdalene, the Mother Mary behind us on the wall here today too, that she just happened to be there. That's where I stopped in my room. And I feel like so much of our life is this magical path, and you really don't know who you are or what you are until you do something with somatics, because it's not only takes you out into this expansive self, but it brings it into your body so that you live, I love this line, listen to my line, the fullness of your essence within the temple of your flesh. The sacred vessel, sacred temple of your being. I love you. If you feel the call to join this journey, then I would invite you to reach out, and we can go through the application together. There is 12 women that will be on this path together, and if you are one of those 12, let us explore whether that is a true yes or a true no, whatever is right for you. We want to live a life of truth, power, of potentiality. And you'll know, if you are a creative, a healer, medicine woman, a witch, somebody who has medicine inside of them, somebody who knows you've either had a vision of what it is your next expansion, your next piece of the puzzle of your medicine to come forward to the world is, or you're sitting in the void and you know that living that purpose-led life is, and that self-expression-led life is the only thing that matters. And you want that next step to actually be fully fucking aligned, really in alignment with your soul. And you don't want to waste time going off here and there and money and all the things and making a decision that feels sort of dry or hard. Oh, I almost choked then just at the thought of it. If you feel like your brow starts furrowing as you try to make a decision, your body will tell you all the answers. Your body has all the wisdom, and I'm here to help you unlock that knowing. And to, you might think it's a long path, like a whole year. You're like, oh my God, it took her a whole year. But imagine all the time that has been saved to get onto alignment. She's fully quantum leaping now, because it's all just all aligning. Whereas it would have been such a distraction, such a drain, such a life force thing. You'll never find your way if your life is so full with things that aren't actually right. I love to think of the Clarissa Pinkola Estes story where she talks about the wild woman at a banquet, and there's all of this food, and she doesn't eat unless the thing there is what she wants. So I invite you to really sit with that and sense into like what you really want. And if what you really want is for your life to be a true expression of your being, for your truest self to be like out in the world, then that is what I'm here for. That's what the somatic journey of coming home, coming in, death and rebirth, all that you no longer need. That's what it's all about. I love you. Bye.